So the Tempest Torrent is the brand new weapon for Season 2 Reloaded, and it actually finishes out the weapon offering for Season 2 as a whole, but it's locked behind a potentially tedious challenge. So how can you unlock it in the fastest manners possible? Today, we're diving into that a little bit more in depth and letting you know the best ways to unlock the Tempest Torrent, sometimes even in 5 minutes or less. So drop your thoughts below on what you think of this weapon, if you've unlocked it, you're still grinding it out, or if you may not even touch it at all. Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. As well, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and anything COD related. And finally, make sure you use code Espresso on G Fuel for 30% off certain items in the month of March. But for now, let's jump into it. So to start the weapon itself, the challenge to unlock it is 25 double kills here in multiplayer using marksman rifles. Now, if you didn't know that up front, you'll probably figure it out relatively quickly, because if you jump into any multiplayer match right now, probably today, tomorrow, maybe even throughout the weekend, you'll see that that is what a lot of people are going to be using, and much more so than otherwise. I mean, marksman rifles are decent in terms of course, the damage they output per round, but it's also one of those things that you're still probably going to see an SMG, assault rifle, LMG before you see one of those more often than not. But right now, probably not the case. But you're tasked with getting 25 double kills with marksman rifles, which can be super tedious to a degree, but also you can do it quickly. A lot of the times it really just comes down to the luck of the draw. So that said, comes down to where you want to be playing and putting your time into the game. This week on offer, we end up having Close Quarters Mosh Pit, 10v10, Himmel Map 24/7, and Standard Quick Play on offer. So it's something that those are what you'll probably be jumping into immediately. But if you come back to this video, say next week or maybe 2 weeks after that, there are definitely more modes we'll see coming and returning throughout the entirety of Season 2 and the remainder of the second half here. Things like Shipment 24/7, Shoot House 24/7, sometimes that combination mosh pit of Shoot the Ship 24/7 will be available. Those will absolutely be the better ways to do it and the quicker ways to do it, but right now, unfortunately, that's not something that can work to your advantage here. Instead, you have those of what we have this week, and they're a little bit more tedious. Now, honestly, what I found the fastest was just 6v6, surprisingly, powering through, plus maybe lobby surfing in 10v10. Some maps either still don't produce enough opportunity, like Museum was just a wall of players waiting for the marksman rifle kill. Like, you immediately turn a corner and you're shot by 4 players just waiting there. Or on the opposite side of the spectrum, it was like Shoot House in 10v10, where stringing together 2 kills, not even double kills, was a challenge sometimes with marksman rifles. So you kind of got to find that balance. You can end up finding it. I think that Embassy 10v10 was one that produced like 10 or 11 double kills for me. But things like Close Quarters Mosh Pit, thought that I'd have more success in that, but honestly, some of the maps aren't really super close quarters. Like, they are, but they're not like Shoot House or Shipment levels of close quarters. Those are what I normally think of when I hear, oh, close quarters. Maybe that's just me and having the wrong mindset going into it, but anyways, 10v10, can't go wrong with that to a degree. 6v6 obviously is just something that's pretty basic. Now, the weapons that I would recommend here are the TAC-M or the LMS to make it easier on yourself. The LMS has a faster fire rate, sure, but the TAC-M has a better headshot multiplier. So it really comes down to which one you think would benefit you the most. Do you think that you'll be hitting more headshots than body shots? Will you want to prioritize that fire rate that maybe you're a little closer quarters than the TAC-M where it's a little more necessary? That really comes down to preference, but those are the two that I would recommend here with it. But honestly, that's the basic way to do it. It is going to be tedious, and again, really comes down to the luck of the draw, the lobbies you have, but the fastest way to do it is something that's very simple, but requires a little bit of help. That being exfilling with the weapon in DMZ. Now, granted, this is something that it actually does say that right up front whenever you go and look at the weapon challenge itself, but not sure immediately if it's been added in as a ground loot weapon, as something that bots will drop in DMZ, or if there's really any static way to acquire it. I mean, there's no boss fight here for it, like the Chemist or anything like that, so that's not how you'd end up getting it, but it's going to require a little bit of help. And what I mean by that is that you have to infill with it, with someone on your squad having it as their insured weapon. They drop it for you, and then quite literally just go and exfil. Get out of there as fast as possible, because you don't need to do anything else. If you want to go in and play DMZ, absolutely you can, but if you're just worried about getting that weapon, you can infill, drop the weapon, pick it up, exfil, and get in and out of there in under 5 minutes. This is one that's actually kind of crazy to me. Of course, we have the M13B being a weapon that you had to kill the Chemist for in Season 1. We saw the sort of dissatisfaction with that being an unlock criteria and the only unlock criteria at that point, but it seemed like somewhere around Season 1 Reloaded Season 2, it was something that players were able to extract the regular weapon if somebody else had it unlocked, whereas their teammate didn't, and it would count for them as well. And that was something that was confirmed to be not a bug as of the Season 2 update. That was actually even officially on their Trello board, stating that they were releasing a fix that would end up adjusting that so that you could do that. So it's very easy, very simple to do, but you have to have that friend or party member that does indeed have that. So that said, if you end up having the ability to use a friend for that, you can get it in under 5 minutes. But here's the thing, is the weapon even worth it? You know how to unlock it, you know how to do it fast, but is it even really worth unlocking? Because honestly, if you can save yourself the trouble, wouldn't you want to know? For camos, I absolutely think that there are a few that actually look pretty good here on this. The first one, which is only a 50 kill or 50 elim challenge, is a bit obnoxious. It's like a banana yellow, but honestly, that's kind of why I dig it, where it is obnoxious. It's something that is a little bit brighter and in your face as opposed to other camos. Yes, it's kind of like the solid colors, but a little different. I quite like it though. But in terms of weaponry, preliminarily, I don't think there's going to be anything to really write home about in either MP or Warzone. To me, it's just kind of the F-TAC recon, but with 50 rounds and no ability to go full auto. So it's quite literally one of these things where I talked about with my friend Pat and the DMZ footage we showcased just a second ago. We quite literally like, well, what's the point of this weapon? Like, why should I want to use it? Not only just, of course, because yes, it's kind of identical to the F-TAC recon, but with a different magazine and also no ability to go full auto, but at the same time, that kind of hinders it, right? I mean, it's not a weapon like the M13B, the Chimera, the ISO Hemlock, where it is a weapon that will contest in not only just the MP meta, but also in the Warzone meta as well. It's just kind of a weapon that's there. So if you don't really care about grinding out new weapons, new camos, honestly, I don't know that right now. Maybe it changes once I get more hands-on time with it and I rank it up a little bit further, get it fully kitted out. Maybe my thought process changes, but right now, you're not really missing out on too much if you decide not to. So that said, I think that's what we're gonna call it. That's where we're at here at this. And again, is some of the easiest ways that you can end up unlocking the Tempus Torrent, if it's even worth it at all. But that said, that's what we're gonna call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like the Tempus Torrent? Have you unlocked it for yourself so far? Is it something that you're really even going to put the time in if you haven't done so already? Love to hear your thoughts and feedback down below. These weapons like this with the marksman rifles, being that they're not necessarily an AR, SMG, LMG, sniper, something that the predominant larger player base will actually go for. I'm always curious where you guys stand here on these. Is it just a fun weapon to you, or do you not really care too much about it? Drop your thoughts below. Make sure to check out my friends over at G Fuel. Once again, 30% off with code ESPRESSO on certain items like Starfruit and Peach Rings. 2 really good tubs here for the month of March and a few other items that are discounted with 30% off. Code ESPRESSO getting you 20% off normally, but check that out if you guys are at all interested in checking it out for the first time, grabbing a restock, whatever the case. But beyond that, if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and anything COD related. We've got a lot of stuff upcoming here. We already put up an update video earlier today. Might have a video, maybe 2 tomorrow. And then, of course, new content all throughout the weekend as well, covering everything you missed and more here in regards to Season 2's update here for the Reloaded mid-season. But that said, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.